One quiet morning, little Ayaan woke up feeling grumpy. He looked everywhere under the bed, inside the cupboard, behind the sofa, but his favorite toy car was nowhere to be found. A tiny bit of frustration started to bubble up inside him. Soon, that bubble grew bigger and bigger until it burst. "Roar!" he yelled. He pushed the bedroom door open with all his might, making it slam against the wall. He kicked his shoes so hard they flew across the room, and he shouted, "I hate this day. Nobody ever helps me." His grandfather, Dadu Karim, was sitting calmly on the couch, watching everything. He didn't scold Ayaan. He didn't shout back. Wait. His presence a calm island in Ayaan's stormy sea of anger. After a few moments of silence, Dadu spoke softly. "Ayaan, my dear, before you do anything else, could you go and say sorry to the door? And please, don't forget your shoes." Ayaan froze, his angry face now filled with confusion. "Sorry. To the door. Dadu? That's silly. It's just a door. And my shoes, they can't hear me." Dadu smiled, a gentle, knowing smile. "You were angry at them, weren't you? You pushed the door. You threw your shoes. If you can show your anger to something, then you can also show it respect." Ayaan was still confused, but he stayed quiet, listening. Dadu continued in his calm voice. "Anger is a kind of connection. You see, when you hit something in anger, you connect with it in a negative way. But you have a choice. You can also connect through kindness, through love." The room became silent, the only sound being Ayaan's heavy breathing. "Listen carefully," Dadu said, leaning forward. "Being angry is easy. Anyone can get angry, but saying sorry, that takes real strength. That shows character." Ayaan looked down at his feet, his shoulders slumping. His breath began to slow down. For the very first time, he realized that his big, loud anger hadn't solved a single thing. It hadn't found his toy. It had only made him feel worse, leaving a trail of mess and a bad feeling in his tummy. Slowly, he walked over to the door. He placed his small hand on the wood, which was still vibrating slightly, and whispered, "I'm sorry, door." Then, he went to his shoes, picked them up gently, and said, "I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have thrown you." Just then, Dadu Karim stood up and wrapped Ayaan in a warm, loving hug. "You see," Dadu said softly into his ear, "you just won a very important battle. Not against the door, and not against your shoes. You won a battle against your own anger." Dadu held him for a moment longer, then added, "There's already so much anger in this world, my boy. So much shouting. If we answer anger with more anger, the fire only grows bigger. You can't put out a fire with more fire. You need water, and love, kindness. That is the water." Ayaan looked up at his grandfather, his eyes now clear. He nodded slowly. "I'll try to choose love, Dadu," he said in a small voice. Dadu's smile widened. "That's all it takes, my dear. One choice at a time." From that day forward, Ayaan understood something powerful. It's okay to feel angry. Everyone does sometimes. But the real strength, the real power, is in choosing how you respond. Because anger can break things, but love, kindness, and a simple sorry, they have the power to heal. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that help us grow. See you next time.